Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar with me this evening. Tonight I'm doing a beer I've wanted to do for a while. I've been on a big stout kick and I kind of got into this flow and that was all I really wanted to do. But my man Alex had sent me this beer a while back and I kept telling him I was going to review it and I kept just like getting stouts and stuff and it just never happened. So this is a brewery I've never had anything from. OEC, which it actually is a longer name than that, but it's OEC Brewery is their abbreviation. I'll put like the real name below because I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. But they are from, it's out by him because he went to this release, Oxford, Connecticut. Ordinem Ecentrici Coctores. I don't know. OEC, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. But this is their Experementalis series with peaches and kumquats. So I'm supposed to drink this in a white wine glass. But it is their barrel-aged project using fruits that are grown in our horticultural area. Each release is unique and no two releases will taste the same. This version is with peaches and kumquats in a blend of 1 year and 3 year old ales matured with our garden peaches and several varieties of kumquats. With Leonhard Vineyard Zinfandel barrels from Napa. So this sounds incredible. So let's see if we can get her open. All right. So yeah, like I said, I was going to review this beer a couple weeks ago, but I just, every time I was going to do it, every time I was going to do it, something else came up. So I'm pumped. I was in the mood for sour for some reason. And, we'll do it. I'm going to be real honest. This smells like white wine. Like from right here, it freaking smells like wine. But anyways, let's dive in and see what we think. Pours out a lot of floaties in there, actually. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not, but there's a lot of floaties. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, lots of floaties in there. I can't tell if that's like particles from maybe like leftover from the fruit or if that's some yeast. I'm not sure. I let this set for a while. So anyways, but it pours out pretty hazy though. Kind of looks like the bottom of like a Casey bottle if you've ever had, or most like sours once you get back down to where the yeast is mixed up a little bit. Poured out with about a finger and a half of really soapy bubbles, big soapy bubbles. But really hazy, kind of like just a golden color, almost just like straight gold, like gold bricks. Yeah. Looks beautiful in the glass, so amazing. Let's dive in and see what it smells like. So when I popped this bottle, all I smelled was like bright, like grapefruit, like white wine, like really dry Chardonnay or like something along those lines. I'm getting a lot of that, like just like vinous, grapey, like almost like Chardonnay or almost like a Riesling, like a sweeter white wine, which would lead itself to the Zinfandel barrels that they said it was in. But then I'm also getting like a really nice kind of funk. Not like overly like that wet hay, horse blanket, just musty smell. With like this really bright, like I said, vinous wine quality. It's like a really nice, if you took like a really nice Brett beer and mixed it with more on like the white wine side with just a bit of Brett blended in there. And I'm getting a little bit of peach. Actually a fair amount of kumquat. I tried to find something on this beer. I'd never had anything from these guys, so that makes me want to usually dive in a little bit. I'm really digging their vibe and what they're doing. I'll post a link to their website below. Check it out. It's pretty sweet. I like the concept and what these guys are doing. It's pretty badass. But I looked up something on this beer. There's literally no reviews out there for this. There's some Untappd check-ins, but there was no reviews on Beer Advocate or really anywhere else that I could find. So, which is good. We're going to go in blind. Yeah, Alex, thanks again, man. We're going to dive in and see what we think. Cheers. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm digging that. Up front, you're hit with this nice, like, tartness. Of that, like, of a wine, though. It's just got, like, this tart punch up front that stays with you as it stays. Great carbonation. It's tart though. It's not quite sour, but it's pretty puckering. Actually, as I'm drinking more of it, it's pretty sour. It has like that tart vinegar quality to it for sure. But really nice subtle peach notes. One thing I did see on Untappd is a couple people had said the peaches had kind of faded on this. I'm getting some subtle peach. Not huge though, like I kind of heard. So it's been, I think this was blend 1. Does it have a date on it? No, it doesn't. But this is like 2 months old, I think. I fucking love their bottles. They're beautiful. But big kumquat, lots of kumquats, just deep, rich kumquat. Which I say that like I've drank a ton of kumquat beers. I've had a brewery beer with kumquats, sour in the rye with kumquats. I'm not sure what other kumquat beers I've had. I'm sure there's some. I think there was an IPA I drank that Trillium did with kumquats, but it's some really nice tart. Like I said, like vinous white wine qualities. I definitely get the Zinfandel. To me, it's almost like a Riesling, like that sweet kind of like on the sweeter side of like a German wine. Yeah, great mouthfeel. I mean, it's not thin, which is what you want in a sour, but it's, you know, average, which I know not a huge deal with these types of beers, but it's not watery by any means, which is what I'm looking for with beers like this. Full flavored. This is killer. This is one of the best sours I've had in a while. I was talking to a buddy on the way down to Side Project last Thursday, or Perennial, whenever the Mamon this was. I think it was last Thursday. And he had one of their raspberry ones, and he said it was exceptional, so I was really looking forward to this. As far as the funk that I got on the nose, and I still kind of get, it's there a little bit. I'm definitely for sure kind of that wet hay kind of thing. But overall, this is killer. As far as like the sour game goes, I'm trying to think of like what their sours kind of compare to. It's really hard. It's kind of a thing of its own. I dig it's definitely got some nice sour fruit qualities. It is the way they make these beers. I mean, haven't like all harvested with them. It's kind of like a take on Jester King a little bit, but I like this better than most Jester King fruited sours that I've had. Like, I would take this over, like, Fentau or Aurelian Lore, or, like, I got those, like, stone fruit ones. Much, much more. So, yeah, as far as a grade, this is a solid A, borderline A+ for me. It's right in that range. I'm probably thinking, yeah, I'm just going to go high A. I mean, this is right, it's right there, borderline on A+. If you are near these guys and you can go to one of their bottle releases or anything like that, freaking do it. This is so good. If you like sours and that's your thing, you will freaking love this beer. Yeah, that's about all I can say. So, Alex, thank you very much for making me aware of these guys. I'm definitely going to try and get a hold of more of their beers when they're released. I know they're hard to get, but it's definitely worth it, guys. I mean, this is their brewing. I mean, as far as the fruited sour game goes, I mean, they're up there. They're with, for me, with beers that I've had, they're with Casey. They are with Side Project. They are with, I mean, this is, I'll say it, this is you know, I got to put this, now, comparing it to other beers just off the top of my head, I'm going to put this in the A+ range, because to me, this is every bit as good as something like Fuzzy from Side Project. I mean, to me, it is. For sure. This is killer. So, we're going to leave it at A+, guys, right there. So, yeah, thanks for coming behind the bar. Thanks for the likes, subscribes, and comments. Until next time. Cheers.